Hello YouTube! So today I'm showing you a app that I vibe coded myself using Gemini Canvas feature in Google. And I generated questions for my students. In this case, it's an IT software engineer, and well, it's in the Millionaire style. And look, I'm testing it right now, so I'm at question 15. I'm just about to win $1 million if I choose the right question. Let's see. I think dead code is code that is no longer used but still remains in the system. But you know what? Let's ask. What did the experts say? Hmm. So I was right. 50% of them say that it's A. Let's let's give it a try. Let's lock in the answer. And yes, I am a millionaire. All right. So, teachers, educators, and professionals alike, I gotta tell you that this app has been pretty helpful and it saved me quite a lot of time and it was pretty interactive when I showed to my students and they enjoyed it. So, it's just another way to make your lessons, workshops, meetings interactive and customize. Interesting that it's customized. So, how do I come up with customized apps? Well, I go to Gemini and I created this gem here, and it says content to quiz. Okay. And what I do is I say, all right, here is a file I can upload, like a PDF, like an image, or something like that. And then I say, hey, I want 15 questions from easy to harder ones, and I add, my input there for a specific student, and then I get these 15 questions over here, right? So then I go to this pre-built, well, I've already built it here, um, code, and I can say, hey, I want to change that. Here's the new content, and I want you to create a game with that content with the new for, let's say, John, who's a software engineer, and I can also give him right there a little bit more about who John is, what does he like, and some of those descriptions will be embedded in the game as well. Um, Even sometimes the questions will be, let's say, customized to the student's profile based on what I write here. Now, in this case, right now I'm not upgraded to Google AI Pro in under this account, so I cannot show you exactly how I would do it. But trust me, it's going to work if you follow my instructions. In this case, I would go, okay, well, I can go like, let's say Brenda. And here's Brenda's IT Jargon Challenge, and we can get started with this question one for $100. I can choose one of the three lifelines over here, for example, 50-50. I can call Paul, and my tech guru Paul says, well, let's see. But if I'm not sure and I want to make sure, then I can also ask experts. And it looks like everyone is pointing in the direction of answer C. So now I'm quite confident I'm going to lock in the answer. And a little suspense, I can move on successfully to question number 2. So I'm recording this video to show you that there is a great deal of creativity potential here, that you can customize and vibe code apps that have actual real value to your students. And you can upload different resources, and based on those resources, you can create quite quickly simple apps that will make your lessons so much more engaging and so much more interesting and so much more effective and educational. Of course, it's important to remember that we should not forget about the traditional methods of learning, books and exercises and so on. And it works best, in my experience, when you blend those two methods together, right? So you create this enhanced learning for your students where you use books, exercises, and traditional methods with such things as AI, created characters and exercises, and also existing resources online ready to use. Here's one more thing that you have to remember when it comes to experimenting with Gemini and the Canvas feature. You can share this with your students, but remember that well, your students, if they're more tech savvy, they can actually go and view page source, can actually look up the answers, right? So it's not that super secure, so keep that in mind. But I would just do it under supervision, or people I trust, students I trust, that they will not find ways to hack the system, because after all, it's all about testing, verifying their knowledge, and showing what else is there to work on and find the gaps to fill from the educational perspective. So if you'd like to see more content about these applications and the resources and the tools I build and also test on my students, you're welcome to subscribe to my channel and like this video to see more of such hopefully interesting to you materials. If you have any experience with such tools, if you vibe code your own apps, or you have any recommendations, please do share your reflections in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you in the other video. So that would be it for now. So that would be it for now. What I've showed you here is something that I use personally with my business students. And of course, I don't overdo it, but it's like an additional tool that I use, let's say, next to apps like Quizlet, quizzes. And if you want to hear more about the tools that I use and create, you're welcome to subscribe and like this video for more content in the future. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Take care and have an amazing day. Bye.
You guys, if you want to see more of this kind of interesting stuff, especially about AI and how it can help teachers and other professionals, then make sure to subscribe to this channel. You won't regret it. Trust me. This Ranjit is telling you, don't miss out. Subscribe now and get more of this good stuff. ठीक है?
Thanks, Ranjit. Bye.
चलेगा boss. Take care and keep the learning going.